All right.
Right, here we go.
Right. Chill vibes, lol, because we realised something. We sometimes forget that even though this is chill, sometimes like people can get nervous.
Oh,
so like
you think this is chill? How is this chill?
I think because we're used to it.
We're used to
But
it.
like, I literally walked in and like, bam, bam, like, just be calm. Can you imagine if you went to therapy? You went to therapy and then this is like, just be calm, just be yourself.
It's just conversation. Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back to the chat fam. I'm Oya.
I'm Amirza.
And I'm Sam. You guys know the drill. If you haven't already, please follow, subscribe on all our podcast platforms. We're on Spotify, Apple, and Google. We are also on YouTube, so be sure to subscribe to us on that. Oh, and I want to try something this week. I want to ask if you're listening to us or like watching us to like tag us on your IG story. Because I know some people were doing that before,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, a lot of people were.
No one's going to do it, but let's just try. Let's just try anyway. Anyway, guys, if you haven't already noticed, if you're watching us, you probably have noticed, we are joined by a very, very special guest today. I honestly refer to this person as family because in some ways we actually are.
I blew her a kiss. For the
We actually are. It's Lola! Yay! Welcome. Thank you so
Thank you for
much
having me.
for coming on. I was asking these guys, I wonder how people actually say, how do they say Lola? They don't go, hey Lola, like how I would, right?
No, like, well, really? The bullet way is like, oh, Lola.
Okay, yeah,
Lola.
yeah.
But like, my mum just like Lola.
Yeah, Lola.
Like, Lola is too long, so she just calls me La.
That's so good.
That's in an episode.
Yeah,
Do you guys have nicknames?
Call you Oi.
yeah, like the
Yeah, like I thought Oya was the
short enough,
version.
right? But
Oi.
apparently it's not.
Yeah, my sister
Oi.
calls him Mir.
Yeah, you know Kibot, right? Yeah, Kibot is the one who calls
Oh,
me Oi.
wait.
Yeah.
Do you guys can make it happen?
Yeah,
Does
no.
everyone still call you
Oi.
Does
Oi.
everyone still call you Mala?
Oh no, everyone. Well, my immediate family calls me Mal. Like it's just always one syllable.
Wow.
I mean, Indo doesn't have time.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
Where are they
Like
going?
me.
I don't know.
It's too much. They need a routine. But as with all our guests, could you please introduce yourself to those who... I know it's like a horrible question,
Oh my
but
God.
for those who may not know, who are you, Jal? Who, what?
You're back in a uni class.
Yeah.
Hi
Breaking
everyone, my name is Lola. This is a bit of an icebreaker. 3 fun facts about me.
That's exactly what we're after.
So I'm 24, fact 1. I know you guys, I think we're just like family friends who don't see each other enough. Like, I think when I first got here, we were talking about how like we always see each other at Eid and Ramadan. We're like, oh, mohon maaf lahir batin, forgive me, even though we haven't done anything to each other to
You
forgive.
would be forgive for not catching up, mate. You could just be like...
Yeah.
Ustazah, bro. But yeah. But I know you because my cousin is your cousin.
Yes.
So we're like,
That's why I said technically in some
casa
ways
is
we
the
are
casa.
cousins.
We are literally.
That's
cousins.
talking about a house. What
What
did
did
she
you
say?
say?
She said mi casa su casa.
Mi familia?
My family is you.
Shout out to Beck, man. Look at your mate.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, was that it? What else can you tell us?
I don't know. Well,
What are you doing?
What are
for
you
work?
doing?
yeah,
I'm
right.
studying.
So I graduated a while back from like a double degree of like science, majoring in psychology and law.
Wow.
So I've been working in consulting for the past two years, but I'm moving into law soon. So I got admitted as a lawyer.
I saw
Alhamdulillah. So I'm gonna try practice like corporate commercial law and see how that goes.
Oh my god, I love that.
Yeah, look
Good
at us
on you.
Indos.
What a-
slaying the
Hey, if we
game.
ever get sued, we know who to call, mate.
Who called?
You guys can do the like the promos, like
Yeah.
if I ever need ads.
You don't want us.
Buy the truck at you.
Yeah, you don't want us.
No, you know how you see like on buses like divorce lawyer. This I was like,
my
why?
God.
If I chose my lawyer from a bus, like I don't know.
I actually never noticed that.
Oh, maybe I just noticed.
I've noticed that a
Yeah.
lot.
You noticed that?
Like a group of people just standing there, like, I want to hire us or get us or something. I don't know.
I mean, hey, this could be a new market for you.
Interesting.
New market.
All right, well, we'll let you know, Joel, if we ever want to hit that direction. But you kind of touched on it. So you were saying we've known each other ever since we were kids, basically.
Yeah.
Like me, you, and Mirza, we knew each other I think when we were babies, honestly, because we've been
Literally.
family friends ever since then.
Yeah.
But do you remember how you two met?
I don't remember.
I feel
how
like
we
it's
met.
the same.
It's the same thing, like
Yeah.
being like as a kid, because I have heaps of videos of you as a kid, like running around.
just a,
Oh, really?
like
yeah, just like following you.
Just
like
me?
of us together. Or?
Some insight into the Hutter family.
we like
Dad, what are you
open
doing?
we open those boxes and it's like the Mirza box, the Oya box, the Lola
creepy.
box.
Probably. If it was her, it wouldn't surprise me.
Hey, look at those file cabinets. Hey.
Yeah, you don't want to look in there, mate. You don't want to look in there. No, but then I have like videos of like you and just like your family and it's everyone else. I'll be like, who's this kid? Who's this kid? But then I'll know it would be you.
Yeah,
Just,
no,
you know.
photo albums always you guys.
Yeah.
I'm like,
true.
oh man, it's no nostalgic. Should catch up with them.
Yeah.
So this is nice that we're actually catching up.
Who do you think I remember?
You guys
I
went
don't
to
know
the
if you
same
remember
uni,
this.
by the way.
Yeah, we did,
We
but
did.
we never.
We
we
never
never
bumped into each other.
Never.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I mean
No.
it is a big place.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a huge
Yeah.
place. I don't know if you remember this though, but do you?
Doe.
Do you remember my cousin Marita?
Yeah.
You were at her house once, and we both. I remember I was in high school. It was probably like about year 8 or year 9. But I remember like us catching up again, and I'm like, oh, this chick's actually pretty cool. You don't remember that, do you?
No, I remember
You do?
I remember going
was
to
like
the
at a-
house.
it was at
I'm gonna
a
pretend that
house.
I remember the conversation.
Yeah, no, I don't remember the conversation.
Yeah.
But I just remember us like
You're like, oh,
clicking.
hey, vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vibe.
No, I was like, when I think of you guys, I'm like, oh, those are the Indos that I vibe with. I mean, I vibe with all
Oh,
of you
yeah.
guys,
Shout
of
out.
course.
Is this one that you want to cut out? Yeah.
But you know, it's like, I was like, oh, really vibe with you guys. Feel like you guys all same wavelength. But it's just like sad that I don't see you guys enough.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
We were literally already screaming from when we came.
I
up.
know, we were so
this
excited.
girl and the bro, that was
Mafia.
piercing.
The decibels.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
decibels.
That's
they
how
hit.
you can measure my excitement through my...
For your
Ooh.
decibel.
So I'll know when you're like, oh, hey, Lola. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that's when I'm not vibing
What
with
did
you
I
anymore.
do?
What did I do? I was, so when I told my mum that you were coming on today,
Shout out to Tante Sherry.
Yeah, she's
Shit.
on it. Yeah.
Shout out Shez Bomb. She actually watches these, so she's
Oh.
excited that you're on. She's excited that you're on here. But a memory that I instantly thought of, and I don't think I've ever told you this, is when I was younger, my mum, like whenever she would want to kiss me, and I would be like, no, mum, like go away, like I don't want you to kiss me. This is what she'd give me an ultimatum, and the ultimatum was, fine, I'll go kiss Lola instead. And I was like thinking about it now, I was like, look, you were like a prized possession. So my mum would have to use you as the example. And I was like, Mum, what
Yes,
about...
I've got videos in this family and kisses from this. What's in the Prabhu family?
I don't know, to be honest. Ask my mom.
And I said to my mum, like, why Lola? Because there were other little girls around. There was like...
Yeah, why Lola?
Yeah, what about me, Shez?
Yeah, there was Samara, there was Karina, there was Asta, like, and I was
Yeah.
like, why is it Lola? And I was like, no. Like I said, you're the prized possession, mate.
Oh,
Thank you.
Get in there, mate.
Get in there.
All right, now let's get into the hard-hitting questions, because I'm a hard-hitting interviewer.
jeez.
I'm Waleed Ali. And,
This ain't the project.
yeah, this is a project. So my question is,
Your cousin.
Not related.
this is my question for you, Lola.
Yes.
Do you like toast?
Oh my god, I love toast.
Such a random question.
What the hell?
She was messaging me. She's like, oh my god, like, what are we going to talk about? Like, we're going to end up talking about, like, toast or something.
What?
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask her that. Do you like
I
toast?
feel like toast is like the most boring topic, but the most interesting topic.
Yeah.
What's your favorite type of toast?
I'm a basic. Oh, can we swear?
Yeah.
Could you?
Oh,
I'm sorry, I'm the worst.
I'm a basic peep.
Yeah.
I'm good for the multi-grain toast.
Get
You
in
just
there,
lather it with like peanut butter on top. Yeah. What about you guys? Do you have a favorite toast?
You know what I was going to bring up though? I don't like raisin toast, and I know a lot of people.
I love raisin toast.
A lot of people.
I just
Mum loves
put
that
margarine on top, and then that's
Yeah,
my breakfast.
That's what. I've been starting to eat that as well, because then we don't have normal toast in the house anymore. So I open the fridge and it's just raisin toast, and I'm like, oh, fuck, this is what I'm having for breakfast then.
Yeah.
I don't know what, like, I didn't like it at first. But
It
I don't know,
grows
just
onto
grows
you.
on you.
It's an acquired taste.
I think it's because I don't like sultanas. Do you like raisin toast?
Well,
I
that's
don't
that's
mind
kind of
sometimes.
like number one thing to like out of raisin toast.
Well, that would explain
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Do you like raisin toast?
I don't mind it, but I don't eat it.
What? How do you not mind it if you don't eat it?
No, it's like sorry. I just don't like I.
So what kind of
if it's given to me, then I'll eat it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I prefer like Nutella or like this. Just a normal
But
toast. Type of
you're
toast.
saying you eat Nutella.
This is a great conversation.
Oh, we're
Oh,
talking about
toast.
fucking raisin toast.
No. I'm talking about what I eat now.
Wait, would you eat Nutella on raisin toast?
No.
So what toast would you eat Nutella on?
just on bread. No, I really don't know what
I
I'm
told
You
you.
mean white bread?
White bread.
Hard-hitting questions,
Bloody
man.
hell.
Oh, wow.
But you know what? It is a good start off as a question because I remember back in the day when I, like in uni, a question I would ask people when I didn't know what to talk about was like, oh, so what'd you have for breakfast this morning?
You're so quirky.
And I tell you, it works all the time. A conversation ensues afterwards.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm eating interesting.
All right, well, let me
things.
ask you guys now. What did you have for breakfast?
Nothing.
You
I don't
eat
have breakfast.
I don't usually have breakfast. I just have coffee.
I ate oats.
You alright?
You guys are ruining my...
Yeah, imagine if you met us at uni. I'd run away, like first year Oya, like trying to make friends. Hey guys, like what did you eat for breakfast?
breakfast?
Oh, I don't eat breakfast.
Actually, no, a lot of people don't eat breakfast.
Yeah,
which
I
is
never
really
do.
bad.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Anyway, I'm gonna move on because that was like I really wanted to make it as a joke, but it ended up turning into a conversation. Anyway, I was doing some Instagram stalking to like of you, obviously, because I'm a stalker. And then I completely forgot you have traveled so much around the world, right? And I remember the last conversation we had, well, when the last time we saw each other was you telling me that you were going to do exchange in Italy. So how was that?
It was really good. It feels like a different life.
Oh yeah, by the way, she wants to go to
I
Italy.
really want to go to Italy.
Don't worry, next year,
inshallah.
inshallah. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like a different world. Like my friends give me so much crap for like being that girl who's always like, yeah, this one time when I was on exchange, like, this doesn't compare. So if anyone hears this, they're gonna be like, oh, trust, of course I was doing that exchange. But no, it's a really good experience, and I think like living overseas, I lived in Milan for 6 months, but because it's so central in all of Europe, I pretty much like travel like every week. It was like a different life, which is like
That's awesome.
it was really nice to like live independently as well, because like you know being here with parents, it's always like you're not gonna move out until you're married, and like so having the opportunity to just like you know
a little bit of independence.
a little bit of independence, like oh yeah I can cook, oh yeah like oh yeah I can do my own laundry.
How was the food in Italy though? You would have had pizza,
good.
pasta.
So good. Like I was pretty much like pescatarian there though.
Oh.
So because you can't really, because
love it.
the meat was like hard to find. There are like some halal butchers around the city, but
Yeah.
for the most part, it's just like living my pescatarian life, eating a lot. But
I
I'd walk a lot to balance it out. Yeah.
Yeah. So you were there for 6 months, eh?
There for 6 months, traveled a lot. So like I'm very grateful that I did it, because now it's kind of like cool. Like I get this 2 years ago you were in, so I was like, oh that's nice. Meanwhile, me in lockdown. Just like,
Those are the days.
yeah.
Because that's something I regret is not doing exchange. Did you guys do it?
No.
Yeah.
I
Did you
regret
guys
that too.
consider doing exchange?
I did consider.
But
Yeah.
my parents would not let me.
Really?
I mean, like, they just prefer me being home. Like, I wouldn't tell them if I was planning on even moving out for my own apartment. Like, they would not like it. Unless I actually get a property, they'll be like, okay, fine, we can't, hold you back. But stuff like that, they prefer to have the family together.
Fair enough.
So, very, very...
Well. Once COVID's over, we can all
Move
travel
out.
We're all moving.
To the chat house.
Oh my god, that house would not be fun. I mean, it would.
The noise can play.
Yeah.
What about you? Have you ever considered going
I
to
did
exchange?
consider it, and I don't know if I told you guys, I put all the applications in and stuff. It was to go to UCLA, but then I had issues with like my units, and I wasn't able to do it. So like basically, they weren't gonna accredit my units, and I was like, what's the point of me
So
doing
you're just
it?
paying money to...
Exactly. So yeah, it didn't work out for me. Tear, but that's okay. So top 3 places you went to. Let's see.
Okay. I went to a couple of different places. I really liked Denmark. I really like Copenhagen, Denmark. Even though I'm a very summer girl, like love the sun, eat it up.
Yeah.
I think it's just like a very like cool vibe. They have a concept called like, I don't know if you've heard like hygge. It's like spelled Hygge, and it's kind of like this Danish, some Scandinavian term that kind of just means like cozy and warm, and like so it's just like it's kind of, even though it's a word, it's kind of like a lifestyle there. Like everyone's just really warm and cool and like grateful for the little things. And like, I was like, wow, there's like like you understand why they have like the highest happiness index, and you're like,
Oh, do they actually?
Yeah.
Oh my god, we
Yeah,
should go
one
there.
of it. They're really happy
that.
there.
Oh, I want to be sad and depressed.
Wait, what's the lowest? Do you know? Who has the
Jack,
lowest?
no, Jack.
Right here, folks.
No idea. No. But Yeah.
Okay, so Denmark.
Denmark.
Yep. It's up there.
I really liked. There's this like coast. There are 5 towns called Cinque Terre on the side of Italy, and so they're like little small towns that you can walk through along the coast, like the Italian coastline, through vineyards on a cliffside.
Wow.
So we did like a cute road trip where we like visited each town. It was like a nice like 3-day adventure sifting through. So it was kind of like a bit of, and because where I was living was landlocked, I hadn't seen the ocean for a while, and like I didn't realize like how much I gave a crap about water, but like in Sydney I'm like, oh, at least I know that the water is out there, like whereas like when you're in the middle of nowhere, you're like, oh man, I would love to hear some ocean sound.
True.
Yeah, so it was like a really nice trip just to like walk for 3 days looking at water. I don't know, a third one,
They're all in Europe so far.
yeah. Oh, should I throw in a...
No. Well, someone's racist or no.
I haven't travelled Asia that much. Because every time I go Asia, it's parents always like, Indo. Like, Asia, you mean Indonesia? So, yeah. So I was always keen to do a non-Indo trip post.
Oh, so you're saying you haven't been to any other Asian country besides Indo?
I think I've been to like Singapore airport. Does that count? Changi. And then Malaysia, Thailand, but not really like.
Oh, okay.
Not really as like independently, because I feel like family trips and
so
trips are different.
I've always said
right?
that. Different.
Yeah. And third one, probably stick with Europe as well. Basic go answer. Like I really like Paris. Like people say it's kind of like a mixed bag, but I went there like 2-3 times. Yeah. So I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so jealous. You've travelled so much.
Oh, it's alright.
She's a travel queen.
2021.
2021. Wait, that's this
You mean
year.
2022?
That's this year's
I was
like,
like, I don't see
I
them
don't think
happening.
it happening.
We'll be vaccinated by the end of the year.
True. You never know.
True.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We'll see, mate.
I'm out of here.
Well, I'm out of here.
I'm out of here.
Shut
See
down the
ya.
laptops.
Yeah.
But I mean, just on that, so places you do want to travel to is Asia.
Ooh, yeah, so I really want to do like a massive Asia trip. Just going through like South. I feel like you went to like the Philippines.
I went to the Philippines and Japan.
Ooh, top in the
Yeah,
list,
and then the other ones are just Singapore and Malaysia.
Yeah.
So
I really want to go to Vietnam. Like people do like from the south to the north, north to south.
Yeah.
Chat fam goes to Vietnam.
This guy wants to go
Yes.
to where do you want to go?
North Korea.
But are you surprised though, coming from him?
She's like, no, it makes sense.
Yeah,
No, I just want to like live the life, like experience.
I want to live my life at North Korea.
No, I back that. You do you. I'll be hanging out in Seoul, you know. I'll just be out there listening to K-pop, and then you're like us across the border.
It's like, turn it louder, I can't hear you.
You know they did that?
What?
Like, you know how there's like a demilitarized zone?
Yeah.
I think like the South Korean side, they were blasting like K-pop
Oh,
from their end to the other
that's
end.
hilarious.
Yeah. So that's me to you.
No, I just find it I'm just very curious about that country.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it'd definitely
The
be a
people.
unique
Yeah.
experience.
Just make
definitely.
sure you don't steal anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do anything bad.
Yeah.
Just
Definitely.
travel-
But maybe
travel tips. Travel
maybe
tips.
I'll start with South Korea first.
Yeah. Easier way.
Easier way
Yeah.
into North Korea.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Well, after doing some more digging on your IG,
God, what a stalker.
I know. Well, I was like, I need to ask all the questions I've never asked her because, like, I don't know, maybe I never stalked you before. Anyway, I forgot that this chick has met Childish Gambino.
Wow.
You went really down. Yeah. That's a memory I forgot, but yes, I did.
When did you meet him? How?
Oh my god, it was really rare.
Tell.
Well, okay, to preface it, like I was also like 15, 16.
Oh,
so,
were you actually?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think he came here. This is when he was like starting. This is when he was still on Community. So it was still like
Jeez.
venturing into the rap world.
Yeah.
And like I watched Community, big fan of Community, and then
Okay, so
big
you met
fan of
Donald Glover.
Met Donald Glover, and then I think like I heard this is the teenage stalker brain. You know,
Yeah.
it works a different way than adult stalker brain.
Yeah.
And then like I think he was having a show at like Oxford Street in one of
The factory place?
Oxford Factory.
I have no idea, but it's like on Oxford Street
Yeah.
near the end. And then so I think we just figured like, oh, if he's gonna have a show there, he's probably gonna have to go there. So my friend and I were like having Messina down in Crown Street. She was like, why don't we just eat the ice cream in front of the like
Asked.
the venue.
Yeah.
So we just like we walked to the venue, and then we saw like a group of like fangirls, fanboys were like, oh, we're in the right place. And we were just like, oh, making conversation. And then like 10 minutes in, he just like came in on the bus. And then, he just came out of a bus. He looked really sad. This is when he was going through, you know how he had a bit of a sad phase?
Did he?
Yeah, he posted like all those like cryptic post-it notes on Instagram being like, I'm really unhappy.
Whoa.
Not because of me.
After meeting this girl.
Yeah, like he went through a bit of a sad, which is fine. It's okay to not be okay, but like he was not going through it, but you could tell. And then I was like, hi, can we have a photo?
Oh
But I mean, was he nice about it though? I mean,
Yeah, he was
did
really
it.
sweet. He was really
Yeah.
sweet. Yeah. So he was very friendly, but you could smell the sadness.
Yeah, like the vibe.
The vibe. But
yeah.
he's like, he's got 2 kids now, living his life.
Yeah, he's huge now.
Hasn't met me in a few years, so he's happy. He's fine.
That's why he's happy because he hasn't seen you in a long time. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Well, good stalking.
I know, because I forgot, I completely forgot that you had met him. Anyway.
Yeah. And then he liked my photo as well.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Is it still there? I didn't see that.
Yeah. I think because I posted it on Instagram.
Yeah.
And then I added him, and he liked it.
Oh.
And then I was, of course, teenage stalker brain. I screenshot it and made it my cover photo on Facebook.
Oh, did
for,
you?
like, a year.
That's hilarious.
I swear I've changed.
It's still there.
It's still there.
Still there. Shout out to Childish Gambino, man. All right, let's move on to this second segment of our episode because we thought we have Lola here, who is the spokesperson of Indonesia. I don't know.
Spokesperson.
No, she's not. I'm just saying she's rather in touch, I would think, because you're very good at your bahasa as well. So I thought we would dedicate the second segment of this episode towards Indo-related content because we haven't done it in a while, eh? Even though this is not Indo, but
Well, what do Indos do?
yeah, what do Indos do?
I don't know. Mom does that all the time.
Like in photos or videos?
Oh, just, I don't know.
Just
In general.
Cutie
Just a
pie.
bit of a weirdo, that one. Buita.
Shout out to
Buita.
Salam.
but we'll start it off just in understanding, I guess, your perception of how Indo you are. So I remember I asked these guys before, if you were to give a ratio upon your Indo and Aussie identity, what would it be?
Oh my god, how spicy.
Yeah. So what did we answer?
Yeah, what did you guys
I
say?
forgot.
I think I was...
I did 80%.
Remember, please.
Was it out of 10?
No ratio.
No
So
ratio.
Ratio, sorry.
Was it out of 10?
What did I say?
He does the accounting
You
for
tried to
chat.
say-
yeah.
I tried to say 90%. I'm like, Mirza, you are not 90% Indonesian.
No, I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did.
Did I?
I'm pretty sure you said 80 or 90%. I'm like, no, you're
Wow,
like a
you're
60.
fresh.
No, he meant Aussie
No.
over Indo.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
right.
No, 90% Indo.
No,
Over
I'm
Aussie.
I
pretty
didn't
sure...
say.
Nah, he wouldn't say...
I wouldn't say 90% Indo.
He said Aussie.
Anyways, it's...
Anyway, yeah, sorry.
it's- it's-
Okay,
it's-
so wait, what did you guys say?
I think I said 60-40, but I don't think so anymore. I think I'm 70-30.
Yeah, I'm
70
I think
Indo?
I said 70.
No, Aussie and then 30 Indo. Because I don't know. What do you think now of yourself?
I don't remember what I think. I think I did the same as
70-30?
well. No, I think I'm less. I'll be probably like, less Indo. So 80% Aussie.
So 80-20.
20% Indo.
Or then I'll be like 1% Indo then.
99 Aussie,
99
1
Aussie. Wait.
Indo.
I don't know. I'd probably say 65-35.
Okay.
Yeah. 65 Aussie and then 35.
30.
No, wait.
Oh, 65. Yeah.
Yes. No.
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 Wait, what did...
No, 60 Aussie, 40 Indo. That's my...
Really?
Okay, yeah. That's what I thought initially
Yeah.
when I answered the question, but I was like, I don't know anymore.
I don't know. Because I feel like in terms of like language and like being in touch with my culture and the
Yeah.
food, like tick.
Yeah,
But in
yeah.
terms of like value, well...
It's
the
mixed.
values is mixed
Yeah.
and like overarching like views on the world, I'd say it's a bit more, say, stereotypically Western.
Yeah.
than-
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Alright, we'll do
bit of a
maybe
mix. Let's do-
65-35.
Boy, yeah.
Get it in
I had to
there.
do the math in my head. I was like, oh no, how embarrassing if I said it wrong.
Don't worry. We're all the same. We did media, so we didn't have to do math. That's why I did media. Anyway, so how would you say your experience was just generally growing up Indo and Muslim? Because I feel like you would have had a different experience to us because, again, you lived in a different area than we did, I guess. Maybe more similar to him. maybe more similar to him, but I know for me and Sam it was like
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway,
Yeah.
what was it like for you?
I think I was really fortunate because I'm a South Sydney girl, Southeast represent.
South Sydney.
And we're fairly multicultural down there. Like, if you go more south, it's less, but where we are, it's quite multicultural. And so it was really nice to have like a big melting pot of different nationalities and different backgrounds in primary school and high school. And I was very fortunate to see like me being Indonesian, me being Muslim as like, wow, I'm different. That's awesome. Like diversity is strength. Like this is something that makes me interesting. This is something that makes me me. I know like a lot of people don't have that experience. So I was just very lucky to have that from a young age. So when you kind of go into broader circles, which are less, say, diverse, you're kind of like, no, I'm Indo, I'm Muslim. Like I'm unapologetic about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think on a foundation level, I've had a positive experience, but
It's good.
you know, the world can be trying it sometimes, you know, we're testing it, but...
This is true. Even in Australia.
Yeah.
I feel like, racism definitely still exists.
Yeah. And I think as Indo, I don't know if you guys have a similar experience, I think like, you know, come primary school with like 9/11 and like anti-Muslim, I feel like I kind of felt like I got a bit of a pass because I'm not necessarily what typical people think like, oh, that's what a Muslim looks like. So I feel for people who are deemed to look more Muslim, whatever that means. So we got a bit of a free pass there.
This is true. And I feel like we kind of drawn on that when Irma was here, like we were saying how. But anyway, like, and I also just think Rockdale, though, in general, right? Do you think there's a lot of Indos? I think that... No, there isn't?
I'm probably the one Indo in the... No, I know there are a few Indos around, but... No, there's not.
I thought there was a lot in that area.
No, I feel like they're either in super east, like Maroubra, or
Kensington.
super west, Bankstown, or the area.
Yeah.
Where the curves are, you know?
True.
I'm not going to explain.
For you guys to figure out. But yeah, I don't know. Now I'm thinking like... Okay, no, never mind. Because why am I thinking there are more Indos?
No.
They're not.
There's no...
They're really
Mafia.
not. Are there a lot of Indos here? Would you say, like, in this...
To be honest, I would say that we're the first Indonesian family that moved here when we moved here. Yeah.
In Preston's.
Yeah. And then I've only seen a couple around. But mainly, it was mainly past, because we moved here in 98, so it's been a while. Yeah.
Actually, well, we were talking about this. So have you lived in Rockdale your whole life?
Represent. Rockdale, Bexley,
Since
then back to Rockdale.
Oh, okay. So you've been back and forth.
But Bexley is like the suburb. Like, when I say I moved to Bexley, it was like the one street from Rockdale that made it Bexley. But yeah, no, I haven't really known.
It's the same as my family.
Else.
So it's like Rockdale, Bexley, then Pecos.
When'd you move to Pecos?
99.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
South Sydney.
Yeah, South Sydney.
Southwest Sydney, man.
Hey!
Oh my god, that's so
So chat, bro.
Also, you guys were talking about this earlier, and I also realized that it's something that we have never touched on the podcast as of yet. But as many may or may not know, Indonesia is the largest archipelago. Is that how you say it? Archipelago in the world. Within there are so many provinces, or is it what you call islands, dialects, you know, that people probably don't even know about either. So let's go around and say what our backgrounds are.
Start first.
Because I'm having a vibe that you guys are all Jawa, no?
I'm only like quarter.
Yes.
Yeah.
His mum is. She'll go off at my mum in like Javanese, and I'll be like, you have to teach me,
Oh,
mum.
they speak Jawa?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Alright, so you skip stuff. What are
I'm
you?
a bit of a melt, so I'm like half Javanese, half Sumatran. So from my dad's side, my grandpa
Wait, did you
is
say half Balinese?
Javanese and
Half
Sumatran. Surprise!
Ah, Balinese.
My hair was covering my ear, you know? It's totally that.
Kuta Beach, I'm there.
So from dad's side, grandpa is from like Jawa. He's like Jawa, and then grandma is Sunda. So it's still in Java.
Yeah.
And then from my mom's side, grandpa is Batak. So
Waduh, represent!
And then actually, my grandma from my mom's side is from Sulawesi. So that's not actually Sumatra.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a all around the islands.
Yeah, what an island gal.
Yeah.
Love that.
Dad, have you heard of so my parents would be like, oh, you're anak pejabat, peranakan Jawa Batak.
Oh,
See, Indo don't have time. They gotta
Hey! What's it called again?
pejabat.
I feel like I've heard that.
Yeah.
That should be me though.
Yeah, so what are you?
Well, my dad is mainly buttock. So so we call ourselves the square heads. I don't know if you've got the buttock head. I don't think you do.
I don't. I've got the
But
jar
it's like
head.
a big box head.
I have a square head.
You
Yeah,
buttock?
Yeah.
like
You
maybe.
got buttock?
You might not know.
Yeah,
But, you
buttocks
know,
have
very,
strong
very
features.
strong
We have
features.
strong features.
And I've got the harahap buttock forehead. So if you notice here in the shadow, there's like this semicircle here. And it's like,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you did tell me about that.
and
one.
me and Nadia have it very prominent. Why am I doing this?
Yeah, mate.
I don't know if Nia has it as much as we do, but me.
I'm just looking at your forehead now. Sorry.
Yeah, it looks like you can see like this shadow here.
Like the rest of the podcast would just be the back of my head.
Yeah, yeah. Looking at her forehead. Oh.
Like,
How do you say forehead in Indo?
Jidat?
Oh yeah, that is
oh,
it.
see,
Yeah,
oh,
Jida. She's
yeah.
really good at it.
Oh, you
Jida.
too.
Yeah.
You should ask him that
Yeah,
next
right.
time.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah, keep going.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, but what was the point of me saying that? Anyway, I got
Yeah,
a buttock forehead. But my dad's parents.
Oh mate, here we go. Here we go. Off the rails. You're
Everybody's gonna be looking at my head. And looking at the video,
the
like,
one who pointed it out, bro.
damn it! Can I cut this out?
Yeah.
Sorry, continue.
Anyway, a little bit of my grandmother, so my dad's mother, used to. I think she came from Malaysia, or part of her family came from Malaysia, or she lived there for some time. But yeah, there's a bit of that, and that's why my dad sometimes speaks Malay here and there. He'll be like trying to take a. He'll, I don't know how to speak it, but he'll try to take a selfie and be like, kalian nggak nampak, which means kalian you're not in the frame.
Wow.
And I'm like, Dad, what are you saying? So he had to teach us.
Nice.
And my mum's side, my grandfather is from Ranau, which I'm pretty sure is Palembang, like Sriwijaya and stuff. Is that? I don't know.
I have
No,
no idea.
no
Bam,
idea.
bam,
My
bam.
sister, my Nadi's gonna grill me so hard on this. And my grandmother's side is Java, like she's from Java.
Yeah.
So pretty much half Batak, quarter Sumatran. No, quarter Palembang. I don't know. Yeah,
What
so
mix,
maybe
yeah.
Sumatran and Javanese.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Pejabat
Alright.
too.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
are.
Pejabat. I'm gonna say that to my mom. See if she understands.
She'll be like, how do you know that?
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
Alright, what about you? mate?
Well, with me. Sorry.
I'm not actually Indonesian.
I'm actually half Aussie.
I'm half North Korean. I wanted to go home.
This is the episode of the big reveal.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Well, I'm really bad with my family history, but all I know is like my mum's from Surabaya,
Nice.
so Jawa, and then my dad's from how do you say Palembang?
Yeah.
Yeah, so a bit of Sumatran, and I know my grandparents on my mum's side were basically Arabs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
I
Arab
think
Indos or like full Arabs?
Oh, I think my granddad was full Arab, and my grandma was
Oh, from your mum's side?
Mum's side, yeah.
No
I
way.
can see that.
Yeah, that's why I'm so hairy. Sorry, I'm so ridiculous. So random. So
I think we
ridiculous.
had this conversation.
Did we need to know that? I don't know.
No, because I'm the only person in the family can grow a beard.
Yeah, you shave a lot.
Yeah, I shave a lot.
And every time he shaves, I'm like, Marissa, don't shave full because
How
you
often
look
do
like
you
a
shave?
12-year-old.
Like every week.
Oh damn, that's a lot for it.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, that is pretty fun.
Sorry, that's when I'm in hairy. Like I have to shave a lot. Sorry.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
look traumatized.
No, because I'm thinking, I think I have Arab in my side too,
Yeah.
somewhere in ancestry. Because my brothers, if you've seen my brothers, they're pretty hairy too.
Yeah.
They can grow the beard.
And
Yeah.
and my dad's side, I know they're half Chinese, half Indo.
Oh,
That's like
Nice.
my mum's side as well.
That's why I look a bit very Chinese, a little bit. Like I don't know.
Don't be racist.
Yeah.
Your own race, mate.
Anyways,
Yeah.
anyways, that's me.
Yeah, so I'm like so foreign, I feel like, to you guys, because my dad's Aceh and then my mum's Manado. And I don't know anyone else who's Manado in like the
Nah.
Indo community.
Dr. Shah's the only
Yeah,
Manado.
I know.
Yeah,
out
what a
here.
weirdo she is. But yeah, honestly, I don't think I know anyone else, right?
Sorry.
You're an alien that shares over here.
No, I'm sure as well. I don't know that that many Aceh people.
Yeah.
out here.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I know there is an Aceh community because back when like my brothers used to play that Indo League soccer, there was an Aceh team and I could hear them
Ooh, the
speaking.
dialect.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like ah, like it's like
Yeah, they're really
full
fast,
on.
eh?
Oh, and then the Aceh dancing.
Yeah,
Have you ever
yeah.
done that?
No.
Is that the
The
Yeah,
yes.
slappy one.
Yeah, yeah.
Every time I see that,
Looks
like it just
so
reminds me
cool.
of SpongeBob. You know the SpongeBob movie? Where
When they're laughing and they hit their knees.
they start doing like the slapping
Oh.
and they're trying to like entertain the monsters. They were like stuck in a trench. Come on, guys, comment down below if you know what I mean.
Just like 100-year-old like culture. Like,
Yeah, I know,
it's like
yeah.
SpongeBob,
The
right?
Every time I watch that scene, I'm like, oh, it's the Aceh dance.
Oh mate.
Oh, jeez.
Oh mate.
Oh,
We're not
bloody
gonna get
hell.
good feedback. I don't know. I can't speak. All right, let's quickly move on. Let's do a quick rapid fire, okay?
Oh, okay.
For you, Indo rapid fire. Favorite Indo food.
Satay ayam.
Whoa, that was quick.
I was craving it today. Anyways, yeah.
Cooking a lot today.
I'm sure I'm so hungry. I don't
this
feed
much.
you when you come here.
This is true. We're not true Indos, bro. Oh my god.
Hey, we usually take him out for dinner afterwards.
Yeah, I was saying afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Favorite place to visit in Indo?
Ooh, Jakarta? No, that's a lie.
Yeah, I'm like that's sharp.
I like Bandung. Bandung's nice.
Ooh, I love
Bandung's a
Bandung.
vibe.
Bandung's. Ooh.
Ooh, yeah.
Bandung's a vibe.
Ooh, yeah.
Let's go to Bandung.
Yeah.
I really want. Oh, maybe you could keep going.
No, go. Can
I'm
you
just
keep
too
going?
excited. No, I really want to go to like Borobudur, like that area.
Yes.
They do like coffee tasting and
Yes.
stuff that you can really enjoy as an adult.
There's a coffee that's like made of monkey poop.
Oh, I've tried
Oh,
that.
is
in
it
Bali.
kopi luwak?
Yeah.
Is that what- is it
coffee
not?
I
rice.
think it's skunk poo.
It's
skunk.
pretty fruity. Like it's a
Yeah?
fruity taste.
Did you like it?
I kind of liked it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Man, I gotta try it because
It's
I love me cough.
expensive.
Oh,
I don't
is
really
it?
drink like black coffee, but they served it to you in like a black coffee, so you just put water in it. And you could taste the difference. They give you normal coffee and then they give you that. And I'm
No
like, oh,
milk?
okay.
How good.
I like me milk though in me cough. Anyway, best and worst thing.
One syllable.
Best and worst thing about Indo.
Ooh. I'll go with worse.
Yeah.
You can really see like the poverty disparity.
Yeah.
Like you'll have like a massive mall, Grand Indonesia,
Yeah.
and outside you just have like the slums.
Yeah.
It's like you can really see it, and no one's really doing much about it. I don't know. It's controversial. Best thing, family, I guess, and just I guess like not necessarily fitting in, but like you're like whoa, community. Yeah.
You feel like this
Yeah.
is me
Like,
too.
oh, you look like me.
Yeah.
And
This is home. This is
yeah.
home. And favorite Indo word. Do you have one?
Ooh.
I'm not gonna say mine.
Oh my god. What's my favorite?
What's
Indo word?
yours?
I'm not gonna say it.
Well, she's thinking. Why didn't you want to say it?
What's yours?
I love saying bite. I'll be like to Nadia. I'll be like, hey, bite, come here.
This is true. She loves that word.
Yeah, I do.
I say it more because of her.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have one?
I like adu.
Ah, yeah. Adu. And you can use that in so many contexts.
Like
Oh,
different
I
tones.
like that and wadu.
Whoa. Yeah, that's true. You know what's one I thought of? It's not a favorite, but I like the sound of it.
Yeah.
Grok.
Do you say it as krok?
Is it grok?
It's grok.
Krok, right?
How do you say it?
Krok.
Grok.
I feel like it's less
Must be
intense.
2 syllables, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grok.
That's what
Do you want a krok?
It sounds so chat. Maybe that's why it's called that, because when they do it, it's like grok.
Have you ever gotten it done?
No. Have you?
No.
I'm scared of it.
Wait, what is it again?
Krok. Where you get the coin and you
Remember
dip it
we
in balsam and then they...
Yeah, they put
Scratch
lines
your
in your
back.
back.
They do the title lines.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we've done episodes based on parents. We've done episodes based on siblings. But I thought now, with Lola's help, we can dissect the Indonesian family dynamic and compare that, I guess, to like how we perceive Aussie families to be like, right? So something that I'll get the ball rolling. Something I thought of that I know I don't do. I'm curious to see if you guys do it, and I know Aussie families do. Is like watching TV together or watching a movie together or like going to the cinemas and watching a movie as a family. I have never done that in my entire life with my entire family. Have you guys done that?
Like with my brothers, yes.
Yes,
but
I've done siblings, but
Siblings.
not. Yeah.
I don't
But
think
not-
with the whole family, no.
with
No.
parents.
Maybe,
no.
maybe in Indonesia we did
As a whole family.
as a whole family.
Yeah. Can you guys think of any other things that you guys might do that you think like is specific to at least Indos or just you guys do?
At home?
Just
Or
in general. Yeah.
What we do is together?
Yeah, or like, things that you feel like Aussies do that we don't do, or
okay.
things that we do that Aussies don't do, like Aussie families. I can say another one. Another one was like eating at the dinner table. Like, do you guys?
We don't do that.
Yeah,
I think we tried to when we were younger, but then like I think it just stopped happening.
Yeah.
Like we only do that during Ramadan.
This is true. When it's like sahur, then like
Yeah,
or like
that's
buka
true.
puasa.
Yeah,
This is true. Yeah, I was saying we rarely do it. Like, rarely ever do it. Yeah.
What are some other things? I don't know.
You guys can think of... Well, I've got a lot if you want me to keep going.
No, keep going.
Swearing. I know, like, I would, in high school, I would go to my friends' places and they just casually swear in front of their parents. And I'm like, I could never.
Nah.
Oh, your face is like, nah, I can't.
then-
I mean, we're all alive today, so
Yeah.
so we did it.
This is
So then there are some words that my parents don't know that I'll call Nadia, which I won't say right now, but then my mum just looks at me and like if I say like shit, then she'll be like, oh, astaghfirullah.
Yeah, like they don't get it.
Yeah.
What else did I have written? Oh, like, okay, affectionate parents. So in terms of like them
yeah.
being lovey-dovey to each other, like in front of you guys. Because I know, like,
Sometimes with my parents.
Really?
Then I'll be like, get a room. And I'll be like, apartments.
Because you know how, like, in movies and TV shows, it's like such a thing where like they'll like kiss and hug.
Yeah, but if they do that, I call them out.
Yeah, that's Chad, eh?
Yeah.
I'd
I'll
hate
be
it.
like, nah, no, my house, mate. That's not my house. Slap. But I'm sure if my sisters walked in on something like that too, they'll be like, nah.
Yeah, it's gross.
Do you think you'll be more? Do you think like you'll continue that, or will you be more affectionate as a parent?
I think to my kids, I'll be more affectionate.
Yeah, I'll be more.
But I don't know,
affectionate to
like,
kids.
in front of my kids, if I'd be.
Like I try and be affectionate to my mum, and she'll just literally push my head away.
Lol. What about you in a house full of boys?
No, my mum's very affectionate to our
Yeah.
to me specifically.
Yeah, because you're the young.
And then sometimes she swears at me.
Like,
Yeah.
like
what?
That jokingly though.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like, oh, you shit cunt.
No, stop. Your mom does not
No,
say
she
that.
does not
Yeah,
say
she
that.
does that to my sister too.
The C word?
I don't know about the C word.
Maybe the C word maybe once.
What?
And then she always used, oh,
Answer.
you shit, yo, or something.
I
so
like.
funny.
Good answer.
She had said fuck to like me
Yeah.
and Nadia.
Yeah.
So
What you
it's
guys
just-
do?
I don't know. We were just minding our own business. She'd be like, you fucking.
Yeah, the fucking, yeah.
That's
Aw,
if
that's
any
not
Ibu
nice.
Ibu is to do that, it's Tanta.
Yeah.
Shout out
Yeah.
Tanta Ida, man.
Shout out, mate.
Shout out. Do you guys can't think of anything else? Salam.
I'm on the good behavior, you know. Oh, Lola the sopa.
Yeah. Compared to us, oh
She
my
wants
god.
to keep that title with your mum, especially.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. Nah, my mom doesn't care, mate. But yeah, you guys can't think of any others that you realise like your family do? Why are you laughing?
It's the way of talking.
Why?
Why?
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Well, we can move on. I was thinking this. Okay, this might get a little bit deep now. So I was thinking on the topic of parents, because it's an interesting. Okay, so this is interesting also because you studied psychology. So have you heard of the nature versus nurture? Is it a theory? What is it? It's
like theory.
Yeah. Do you guys know about it?
Mm.
Do you want to explain to them what it is?
Oh, what put me on the spot?
Yeah.
Well, essentially, like,
What have you studied? Tell us now.
quiz. Okay,
Yeah.
so I haven't studied psych in a few years, but pretty much the concept is like in terms of shaping a person, or in terms of like their characteristics, mannerisms, etc. It's like a combination of two things: nurture, being like how your environment has essentially treated you, whether that's your family environment, your outside environment, etc. And nature, it's kind of like innate characteristics in that person itself. So your genetics or other things. So sometimes, I think there was like a debate like leading up to where we are now, kind of being like, oh no, everything's nature. You're just born the way you are. That's it.
Yeah.
And then there was a kind of shift afterwards, being like, no, everything is like nurtured. It's all developed over time through your environment. And now I think people are just kind of like, yeah, it's a bit of both. Hey.
But I was gonna say. So what's your perspective? What do you think if you were to look deep within yourself?
Ooh.
You reckon it's both?
Yeah.
I feel like it's impossible to not be both, right?
Yeah.
Because I can see, like, when I look at my parents, I'm like, oh, I know I got these traits from you guys.
Yeah.
But then I also feel like, so for example, like my introvertedness, I feel like that is a result of how I was raised in terms of just having like a super strict dad who like never let me out the house kind of vibe. But yeah, no, well, what about you, since you know more about it?
No, I think definitely nature versus nurture. I think like I can see traits, but it's like a combination, right? Like, say like see that I have like certain traits from my parents, like, oh yeah, I'm like yeah because my mom's yeah, and so that's a bit like, oh, that's been passed on. But also like, I guess because my mom has cultivated that, I guess, environment where like it's okay to be vocal, it's okay to be assertive and then that's why
we're gonna be great if we will.
We're gonna be great. So a bit of both. I don't know.
Yeah. What about you guys? Do you feel like there's traits that you know you got from your parents?
Yeah.
Or...
For sure.
Also a bit of both. Yeah, I was gonna say that. So I think mainly the traits I get was from my mom.
Yeah.
She's very crazy. So that's it. That's all I can say.
It's within the DNA, the Prabhu DNA.
It's the Prabhu DNA.
Yeah.
No, my parents are actually really different in terms of their personalities, and I know how to switch. A lot of people say I'm an old soul, like being 25. I tend to hang around a lot more around 30-year-olds, but then when I hang around people my age or younger, I can switch. And it's because my parents are so different. And now that I'm thinking about it, because my dad's very like reserved and he's a bit awkward and stuff like that, whereas my mum is very
It's the Indo mum energy.
But I think as I can see myself if I look back, I developed my personality very late.
Yeah.
And I think it was because I was in such a shell. I was very introverted. I started off introverted, and I would have been really curious to take that personality test that we did
when you were younger.
5 years ago.
Yeah.
Because now I'm not as loud as I was, and most of it came from my environment, working at Specsavers, being my first job, being a retail job. It completely brought me out. Yeah, I wouldn't be like this today if I
I was the same as you as well. Like, I was very introverted beforehand until I started retail. That's when my extrovert came out. Yeah.
So if people met me today when they had known me 5-10 years ago, they'd be like, who the hell are you?
Completely different person. So cool. Yeah. All right, well, I'm sorry, I know that wasn't like Indo related, but I just thought it was an interesting thing to talk about because I don't think we've touched on that. Anyway, let's move on to something a bit lighter. House rules. Did you guys have any specific rules in your house that you feel like only you did, or only maybe Indos could understand, or like...
Why are you always looking at me?
He's like,
South Sydney, South Sydney.
Yeah. Only linking my area.
Well, apart from the shoes.
Yeah, I thought of the shoes, but like that's everyone.
That is everyone.
That's everyone.
Well, I was going to say, we've had this conversation, and I wonder if it was the same for you.
Oh, yeah?
I have this rule in my house. If I leave literally just before Maghrib or like on Maghrib, I become the devil child. And it's like, why are you leaving during... And it's only Maghrib. It's not
only,
like...
that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, if you want to leave at Isha, then it's fine.
Yeah, they're like, okay, bye.
Leave at Fajr, alright.
I was just leaving right before Subh. Can you imagine? But yeah, that's like a thing in my... Is it for you?
Yeah, 100%. I remember this one time. Oh, do you remember there's like Indo events we used to have in Marrickville? Like in the hall?
Yes.
And then they used to do...
Yes.
Do you remember the bazaar?
Oh my God, the bazaar.
Do you remember the bazaar? So remember how they used to make the kids, they have the like little activities like the egg and spoon race?
Yes!
So what, do you remember this?
Flashback.
So apparently, like I remember one time we were doing the egg and spoon race, and then like the hall is here, and there was like a side patch of grass, and there was like a little gutter. There was like a gutter that was like quite tiny, but for like my legs at the time, like perfect slot.
Yeah.
And so I think we were playing the egg and spoon race, and Indos being Indos didn't cover the gutter, and so I was like, yeah. And then I fell into the gutter, and so my leg was stuck in the gutter, and so it was a whole thing. Like all the Indos coming out to take oil to like,
oh my God,
and then they were gonna call the fire.
Are you serious?
But anyways,
This actually happened.
This actually happened, and then somehow my leg got out, and then my mum's like, you know, the first
I
reaction.
don't know why, but this is triggering some memories. I might
Did
have
you
been there.
did you fall there too?
That would make sense.
But yeah, so I remember like mum initially was like affection, oh, are you okay, sayang? And then after that was like, makanya jangan when Maghrib like you go inside, like run around.
So funny.
And then the next year we had bazaar, they put a table over the garden.
After what happened to you, they're like, we've got to cover this up. That's so funny.
That's so funny.
I don't remember. I might have not been
Trauma.
there. Yeah, traumatized.
You remember?
have. I don't know. It just sounded like.
But it's usually that side of the dome.
Yeah.
Where they used to play the whatever. Like
That was
the,
so fun.
That was really
Do they
good
still do
times.
that?
I remember buying the
Let's
fart
go.
bombs.
Yeah, let's do
They
it.
used to have a store that sold fart bombs.
Yes, and they had, like pretty much it was like
there's
the Easter
crackers
show,
that,
but
like,
Indo.
Yeah, and there's little things
The
that you
Indo
throw in
show.
the
Yeah.
bag.
Oh yes.
And
Yeah.
I used to
yeah.
buy puppets all the time.
Puppets.
Like
Remember the
wayang
puppets?
puppets?
No, like it was like this fuzzy flamingo.
Oh,
looking thing. You remember? It was like a duck face. Yeah,
And then there was the
like
purple one.
What are you talking about?
I would just stare at it. My parents were like, we don't need that.
No, dude.
Your parents buy you?
I had a collection of them.
Wow, you're so
Like,
lucky.
oh, man.
So lucky.
I don't know what was wrong with me. So lucky.
God, you weirdos. Yeah, you guys had no other house rules in your house growing up. You don't remember any others? You mentioned one
Minecraft
about
thing.
no
Minecraft.
PlayStation before homework.
Oh yeah, so
Oh.
during high school, primary school,
Yeah.
we can't play games during weekdays,
Okay.
but on weekends we can.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's in.
That might be a
feel
common
that's
one,
standard.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be standard. Well, this one's an Asian one. I would get in trouble if I hadn't showered like after school. Like if I was still in my school uniform by like 6 p.m, I'd get in trouble.
No, my mom's a big mandi dua kali a hari. Like you
Yeah.
have to shower 2 times a day,
Yeah.
otherwise.
We were different. We only can shower once a day.
Really?
Like
Save
only-
water.
Yeah. Save water and saving money, of course.
Yeah.
Like after school, it's like yeah, whatever. And then my mom always questioned me, like, why haven't you showered during like in the evening? Like, because I feel dirty.
Dirty.
It's like, you don't need to. I was like, okay, whatever.
Oh, did you guys have the don't wash your hair at night because then you could
Oh,
get like
pussing?
a pussing?
Yeah. My mum used to say that one to me.
I think my mom said once you could get brain cancer. I was like,
Whoa!
what? That's a bit dramatic, mom.
Jeez.
But see, you'd never wash your hair by if you said that. Yeah. Yeah.
Mom would be like, you can't gunting kuku.
Oh,
like
at
nails
night?
Yeah,
Why
we
is it?
mentioned
I don't know. It's like bad luck or something.
I was saying, yeah, my mum used to say that one to me as well because it was bad luck.
Mm.
But it was like, yeah. I also used to get in trouble for, entering the house and leaving the house, I'd always have to say Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah.
If I go in the house and I don't say it, I get lectured.
Yeah, no,
I was like,
same.
you've forgotten about your religion when you walked into this house. Yeah.
I feel like that's not necessarily common because I think like I had some friends over who are also Muslim and
Yeah.
I was like, oh, assalamu alaikum. They're like, oh, is someone inside? I'm like,
Oh,
No.
So it could be an Indo thing.
yeah.
then.
I was like, oh no, we're just saying salam to the house.
I just wanted to
Yeah.
say peace be upon you, but
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
No, we say that too. Like even if there's no one in the
Yeah.
house, you just say it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even there's
So maybe that's
Because
just an
I feel
Indo
so
thing.
awkward because when I'm leaving the house and it's like empty, I'll be like,
yeah. This is
Just
true.
say
I
bye to
wonder
the
why-
jeans, man.
Yeah, oh, that could be it.
oh, that's it.
When we're in Indo and we haven't like entered a room in a while, my mum will say it because she's scared.
Aw.
Like, so yeah, maybe that's why, to get rid of like unwanted spirits.
I do both. I say Assalamu alaikum and then I say hi.
Wow.
Hey guys.
Wow, it's the 99
Yeah,
1%
99%
happening.
coming through.
Because no one doesn't respond, and then I was like, hey guys. I was like, oh hey. I was
You know
like,
what I do sometimes? I think of that in my head when this light in the kitchen always flickers. And I'll come over if there's no one home and be like, "What are you doing, mate? Stop playing with my light." Like I'll say it out loud.
Oh yeah.
But I'm not talking to the light. I'm talking to like
Whoever's around.
whoever's doing it.
Yeah.
And
Whatever
I'll be like,
spirits
"Stop
around.
it! You're not scaring me." And then I'll turn it off. I'm like that these days. I used to be such a scaredy cat about like jinn and like
I think in
hunting
your
and
own
stuff.
house, at least in my own house, I'm like fine. But maybe because your house has been like,
Been possessed.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
reaction.
there's been spirits here apparently,
Oh.
but I've never experienced anything. I just see like.
Just gonna
flickering
whisper
lights and
Ayatul Kursi in the
Yeah.
right now.
stuff. Don't worry, you said that. Did you say something like when you came?
She did.
I did
I
actually.
did.
I did.
Like a mad Ibu Ibu.
I did.
And I'm like, oh my god.
Like the cool Ibu Ibu.
Yeah, but no, my mum doesn't tell me because she thinks I'm too scared about it. I'm like, Mum, I don't care. Like, I'll embrace them. And I'll be like, sup. All right, as long as you
Sup.
don't bother me, you're welcome to stay. But otherwise, get out of here.
Get out of town, mate.
Message to the jinns in this house.
Yeah, I'm watching you, mate.
Shout out.
Yeah, wherever you are.
All right,
Shout out.
let's move on.
Yeah, please.
So, on the topic of, I guess, Indo family dynamics, I thought it'd be interesting to look into like Indo family and friend gatherings, because I feel like they're going to be way different to your typical Barbie that you have with like your Aussie mates, right? So when you think of an Indo gathering with friends and family, what do you guys think of? Like, what are the first few things you look forward to?
Just the food.
Yeah, the food.
food.
The food's
Literally.
really
It's
good.
like once the food's ready, you just
really
go for it. It's always the
good.
bubble first, and then the ibu and the kids.
I was going to mention that. Yeah, there's like an order of how we get food.
Yeah.
My brother made this really good point of sometimes seeing an ibu and being like, yes, I know that this dish is going to be here because this ibu is here. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you guys think of anything else? I was gonna say, I think we have such an advantage because when we go to these things and sometimes we don't know an ibu or a bapa, we can just say tante and om. We don't have to, because we don't know their names, we can just like say whatever.
Yeah, be like, hey, Ida?
Imagine. Oh, another thing I thought was like really interesting, and I reckon only Indos do this. So picture an Indo gathering. Mums and dads are sitting about, scattered through. What do you guys do when you want to go through them?
It's like you're diving through the water.
Oh yeah, you have to say, let me see.
So yeah, for audio listeners, we have to put our hand out.
Like
basically.
as if you're diving
Yeah.
forward, like your hands are put together. It's so weird. Why do we do that?
It is so
Who
weird.
taught us this?
It's like an Indo thing,
Yeah.
right?
Thing, like you don't want to like break their line of sight against each other, so it's like
Like sorry.
like this is gonna make it better.
Yeah.
It's like a slice of
grown
air.
human just
It's like,
going
oh,
like-
okay, I need to be aerodynamic.
Naruto.
Someone has to like fly by with like the one.
Shoddy not.
Shoddy not. Last thing, have you guys seen, there's this ad where it's like, these two couples bump into each other at a supermarket and they're just like, oh, can't wait to see you tonight. You don't have to bring a thing. And the guy's like, yeah, we don't have to bring a thing. And the lady's like, you don't have to bring a thing. And what does the lady bring?
When's the chocolate or the
Favorites?
favorites?
The favorites box of chocolates. So I find that so hilarious because can you imagine rocking up to an Indo thing, bringing a box of favorites chocolates? So yeah, that's another thing I feel like that's important about Indo gatherings is having to bring something like a dish of food or cake or something.
But then usually your mums have to wake up early to cook and
They
prepare.
usually have to cook it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I've never seen a box
Yeah.
of bread
Yeah.
and chocolate.
That's true.
Yeah.
At Indo gathering.
That's why it's hilarious. That's why I was like, can you imagine if I
Can
brought...
you imagine? That'll be us in the future when we have family gatherings. It's like, oh fuck, I couldn't be bothered. My favorite chocolate, mate.
Favorite chocolates.
Yeah, I brought along some Pringles, mate.
Literally, that's what we're going to do. Twisties. Oh, mate. Anyway, alright, maybe we'll end it there for the Indo stuff. I hope we have informed you again in some way about Indo dynamics. I thought we'd rock into Indo word of the day, but maybe have you think of a word to teach this guy. Because as you may or may not know, this guy's like the worst in... Well, but between us, he's the least.
I mean, all he can say is aku suka bakso, so...
That's an important phrase.
Or any requests from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you want to know?
This topic today, I don't know.
Well, what's something you think is important for any foreigner to know when they go to Indo?
I don't know. Hey, there's so many important things. Like, kamar mandi di mana ya?
Oh, okay. Well, actually, we have we done kamar mandi?
Do you know what karma?
Yeah, do you know what kamar mandi is?
Isn't it Monday shower?
Yes.
Yeah, so what's karma?
What's kamar?
I don't know.
Well, why are we being like Indo moms?
It's like,
What's kamar?
That's what we have to be like with him. Yeah. You don't know what kamar is? Oh, interesting. Okay, well, can you
It
tell me?
means room. So it says a shower room, but a shower room is actually just a toilet.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you're like, hey, where's the toilet? You'd be like, oh, kamar mandi di mana? Or di mana kamar mandinya? Or you can say wese.
Yeah.
So you're asking where the toilet is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in
So-
translation, it's shower.
It's a shower.
Shower
Where's your
room.
shower room?
Where's your
It's like
shower
a bathroom.
room?
You don't.
Where's
you
your
don't-
bathroom?
You don't go to a bathroom just for the bath. I mean, the bathroom can have like.
This
the
is
toilet
true.
and-
That's true.
That's true. Bathroom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we don't say toilet room. Oh.
Yeah, because you never go, hey, well, actually, sometimes I say, where's
Like
the toilet?
some people call it the powder room if it's a
Yeah, that's
bathroom
just
without a
too
toilet.
Bougie.
So it's like, oh, you just go in there.
We ain't about that.
Yeah. Where's your powder?
We just need the squat toilet ready to go.
Ew.
Squat toilet.
Where can I junk off?
Junk up, that's the good word.
Well, we've done.
I think
Oh,
we've
yeah.
done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we've done
yeah.
junk off.
Yeah,
Alright.
so there you go. Come
there
on,
you go.
Monday.
If you ever want to know where the toilet is in Indo.
Say that.
Yeah, you say
Come
that.
on, Mandi, where?
Where is your shower room?
Hello, mister.
Let me see.
Hello, Mass. Come on, Mandi, where?
Mass. Oh, Mass. I was like, what's Mass? Oh, Mass. Alright, well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you, a big thank you to Lola for coming on the chat.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, mate, getting in there. What? Yeah.
Jeez.
Again, if you haven't, please subscribe, follow on all our platforms. The bio will be on our Instagram. Thank you, Lola. I am Oya.
I'm Mirza.
I'm Samara.
Yay!
You can last. Oh, okay.
Oh, no! Because I think we're stretching.
Yeah, we're stretching. And no, but it's nice because you get the tension. Like I'm pulling against. No, wait, try pull.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah. I'm like stretching by pulling.
Yeah, you stretch by pulling, so you actually.
Lola's actually chatting. Yeah, pretty much.
Imagine if you could see that in the video. Like the whole
I
thing.
don't think you can see it.
No, but imagine. It's just
Oh,
like
yeah,
you just
yeah.
uploaded it and then you just like,
What are they
what's
doing
going in
under
under there?
What shadows, mate? Shadows.
God.
Shadows. Alright, clack me in.
Oh shit! Sorry. I'm just looking at your legs.